Stephen Shields Radio Show. Hi, Brittany.
Hey, hi, how are you?
How are Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for coming on the Stephen Shields Radio Show as well. And I understand that you are a YouTuber as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
That's amazing. I'm a YouTuber, as you know, and I've been on your show a few times, and it's really been great what you do as well. How long have you been involved on YouTube?
It has been over a decade, so it's been over 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time to have a channel. And
Yeah.
tell the audience what have been your struggles building your channel to where it is today.
Well, when I first started YouTube, there wasn't ways to monetize internally through the platform. So, as
Mhm.
a college student that did not have income, I didn't understand the
Mm,
business of social media. The other thing is, there wasn't any videos on YouTube over a decade ago that taught you how to use YouTube to be a better creator.
mm,
People were still
mm,
trying to figure it out, so I had to learn
mm,
on my own. But by doing
mhm,
my own research and testing out things to see what worked for me, that's how I was able to grow. And I just started just trying different things.
Yeah, I'm the same because well, I had a couple of channels as well that didn't work out. Shill's production started in 2020. I recently just got my subscription to TubeBuddy yesterday. Very happy
Mm,
about that.
nice.
As you know, my goals for next year is to really, start to find, well, what does my audience want from me as well. So these are the challenges I've had with my channel, is the marketing side to it. But overall, I love the journey. I really do.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the best part of being a creator. It's like when you really enjoy it, you enjoyed every process of it, even when it gets ugly or maybe depressing a little bit. But you know that the work that you put in, eventually you will
Mm,
be rewarded as you keep going.
mm. Now, I mentioned too when I've been on your show, I've started going to things like Rumble, Ultreon, Odysee, where they do monetize straight away, which is good for me. I feel
Hmm.
that more creators need to expand their horizons, not relying on YouTube too much. As you know,
Hmm.
I think YouTube take 45% commission off you. That'd be about right,
Correct.
would it?
Yeah, for AdSense, yes.
Now Rumble, I think they take 10%, and they have for small creators a $50 withdrawal. So $50 you can withdraw. And for me, I'm always looking at avenues to get out to different marketplaces as well. Have you thought about that?
Of monetizing on different platforms.
Yes.
Yes, so I have 10 different social media accounts that I monetize on: Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and more. So I definitely think it's important to diversify your income when it comes to social media.
Mm. Yeah, because it was the one of the platforms I'm on. I think it was Odysee is one they pay with Bitcoin. They monetize you with Bitcoin.
Mm,
So I'm always open to, and you can sync your YouTube channel up at the same time. But yeah, you just got to put yourself out there as many places as you can in this marketplace. Now, I mean, YouTube started in 2005, and that's a long time. Um, where I've talked about shadow banning too on YouTube. Have you had problems with that with your channel, Brittany?
no, I will say that on one of my channels, um, sometimes the content don't get pushed out to as enough of my subscribers. Like they may not be getting the notifications, but that's
Mm,
the only thing I can say. I think it's always important to figure out ways you can connect with your audience without relying on the social media to push it out. So, like for
Mm,
YouTube, when I feel like they're not pushing it out to enough people, well, I have my email list, so I can push it out there. And then also, I have my other social platforms. So, just want to make sure
mhm.
you can connect with people in different ways.
Exactly. You want to always have a community. I recently YouTube. I've got the community page. They were nice to give the community tab to.
Yeah.
I think it was channels under 500 subscribers. So I use that quite a fair bit. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, they plan to do new things for it. Obviously, sometimes if you post, everybody doesn't see it, but they do plan
Mm,
to implement new things so that it could reach more people, kind of like Facebook. So
mm.
we'll start to see changes in 2023.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about changes about the shorts as well because I post a lot of shorts. I
Hmm.
enjoy my shorts. About the monetization, but for me at the moment, I'm more concentrating on growing the channel and just getting that community going first.
Yeah, with the YouTube Shorts, one of the main announcements was that another way for you to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program is you need at least 10 million video views and 1,000 subscribers in the
Hmm.
last 60 days. So it could be
Hmm.
either 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers or 10 million video views and 1,000 subscribers.
Mm. Do you think that's a fair call, or do you think that's too hard in a marketplace now?
I think it's pretty decent because they're not changing the rules. They're just adding something to what already existed. So they're still giving you
Hmm.
options because this is the thing. I have a client right now. When
Hmm.
he got into YouTube Shorts, he had over 100,000 subscribers, but he wasn't in the creator program because he didn't match the watch time hours. And the way that he grew to 100,000
Oh.
subscribers in 30 days is because he was doing the YouTube Shorts. But remember, Shorts does not contribute to your watch time hours. But if they had this
Mm,
rule back then, he would have been in the program. So it's like little stuff like that. And I think it makes it fair
mm.
for like all creators.
Yeah, I mean, you look, social medias are always competing with each other. YouTube came up with Shorts to compete against TikTok, Instagram have their Reels to compete against TikTok. They're all copying each other, Brittany. And
Mm-hmm.
look, I've recently got onto Getter and Gab Social, which is a Twitter alternative, because I'm interested in politics. Um, but a lot of controversies came around TikTok with tracking people with their all their data and data mining people. They're a Chinese company. Are you using TikTok?
So I don't use it too much for myself. I use it for my clients. So with my company, Creator
Hmm.
Life, we do manage influencers. So a lot of them are very active on TikTok.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean each to their own. You got to find what you're happy with, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm happy to use Wisdom as my social audio app, so I'll stick with Wisdom.
Yeah, I love Wisdom. I mean, I've been able to meet some amazing people like you and a few others. And
Hmm.
I think it's a great platform to connect with some amazing individuals. But then there's also some other audio apps that I like. Like I'm really heavy on Clubhouse. That's like my main audio app that I'm on.
Hmm. Yeah, I tried Clubhouse, Brittany, but I felt there was just I couldn't connect with anyone, and plus they don't allow to record the room and distribute a podcast. I remember Spotify Green Room tried it, and the first time I got on the Spotify Green Room, there was so much traffic, Brittany, and then 2 weeks later it just died off. No one was using it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very, very true. I remember that too. But yeah, as far as like Clubhouse, I usually go on there and just keep people updated on what's happening in the creator economy. I also do a lot of
Uh-huh.
collaborations on there, and also I repurpose the content I create because you can record your rooms, you can share your replays on all of your social media handles. There's like so many new things that has happened on Clubhouse since it was open for the public. So I really do love the app.
Uh, so going forward with YouTube Shorts, should us creators keep creating YouTube Shorts? Because I create a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great things that's going to happen for people who have already been doing it. So in 2023, like I just mentioned, YouTube Shorts will allow you to monetize. But there's also going to be more programs rolling out for people that are doing shorts. So it's best to keep it going
Mm,
now instead of stopping because of all the opportunities that
mm.
can come from it.
I saw a lot when came across Shorts. I think it was about a year ago. I saw the opportunity in it to be as creative as I can, because we know now people have a short attention span.
Yep.
Um, I don't know if it's the younger generation that do have a short attention span, but I do. Like, I notice people like shorter videos now. And the one thing I want to say, look, I've done live streaming on YouTube. My biggest struggle I have is how do you connect with more people when you live stream and keep them entertained? That's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends. I feel like as creators, sometimes when we're getting started on our creative journey and we're growing our social media, we tend to try to do everything by ourselves. So, the best thing you can do is think about ways that you can collaborate with other people. Like here, we're on Wisdom. This is a collaboration, right? It's not just you, but it's you and
Hmm.
I. And so on YouTube,
Mm,
maybe consider doing the same thing where you could bring somebody on a
hmm.
live stream with you and you guys can cross promote each other. So that's the best way
Mm,
I think to do a live stream and have more people tapped in.
mm. I have collaborated with some YouTubers, but I did a podcast interview. I I came to the conclusion, was I suited to do live streaming? Is everyone suited to be a live streamer or not?
I think no, it may not be, doesn't mean that you can't do it. Some people are just, that's not their strongest point. Some people are better at just doing
Mm,
on demand pre recorded video. And some people just have
mhm,
a really great personality where they could just show up on a live stream and everybody want to tune in. So you just got to be willing
mm,
to try different things and see what works best for you. But I do think that when we talk about live streaming, it's a different connection, right? Because people get to talk to you
mm,
in real time and they're having real
mm,
conversations and you're building community. So I do think live
mm,
stream is great. And then on top of that, live streams are usually longer form. So you can repurpose
mm,
something that was an hour long and turn it into like 100 pieces of content. So it's just like you got to get
mm.
very creative about how you do it.
Yeah, see, I'm always learning. I mean, StreamYard, I use StreamYard. You can
Yeah.
pre-record a video and live stream it. So I'm considering that for next year as well. Maybe I might do that, pre-record it. I think I feel better doing that because when I'm streaming, I get distracted, especially in the beginning. I got no one showing up, and it's like I'm talking to no one, Brittany. Like right now, I'm talking to you. And did you feel like that when you started out?
Yeah, I actually did. And sometimes you feel kind of crazy because, for one, you're talking to a camera and then you see
Mm,
nobody's there. But then you also have to be mindful moving forward that people can watch your videos later. So you still have to talk to the
mm,
camera as if you're talking to a friend because when people are watching those replays, you still want them to be entertained.
mhm. You know, it's funny. I was doing the music show one night, and then the telephone rings, and then my grandma's on the telephone. So, yeah, exactly. That's the disadvantage to it. I mean, because I've got my studio is, I got my studio in my room. I don't have soundproofing, but
Hmm.
yeah, those are the things that people pick up. I mean, I don't edit the live stream. I just let it go. I just try to keep talking. So yeah.
Yeah.
But exactly now with the monetization, I know when I last spoke to you, you give your clients 2 years to monetize. Is there a reason
N-
for that?
I give them 1 year.
1 year. Yep.
Hmm.
Is there a reason for that?
Because I don't believe if you have someone rather, so there's two things, right? If you
Mhm.
know how to use YouTube to the fullest and you
Mhm.
understand the platform to a T, it should not take you more than a year to get monetized.
Mhm.
If you don't know how to use YouTube to the fullest, then having someone like me or somebody who's very familiar with the platform to create strategies for you, it shouldn't take
Mhm.
a year. So it's one of the two. And so I got
Mhm.
monetized in less than 24 hours. That's not common for a lot of people.
Mhm.
However, because I've been doing this for so long, it's usually the people that I'm working with. I say, hey, you're
Mhm.
working with me now. If you do everything I tell you to do, I promise you, you would get monetized in less than a year. Every single person I work with has been monetized in less than a year.
That's amazing. My achievements was in my first year, I gained my first 100 subscribers, and that's the hardest. I am pushing for monetization. That's why I got my TubeBuddy subscription now.
Yeah.
The thing is does it come down to what does the audience want to watch as well? You
I
know.
think it comes down to two things because you don't want to compromise what you love to entertain people.
Mm.
So you
Mhm.
definitely want to create content that you enjoy doing, but also have a mixture of
Mhm.
what people actually are searching for. And so if you do
Mhm.
those two things, then it makes creating content fun for you, right? So I
Mm.
think it's very important to kind of do your research to see, okay, I'm on YouTube, but based off my niche, this is what people are searching for, and this is what I can implement into my content strategy.
Exactly. Exactly. Have you heard of vidIQ? You familiar with that?
Yeah, I usually recommend vidIQ or TubeBuddy for a lot of creators that are just
Mhm. I,
getting started.
I got
It's not something
TubeBuddy.
it's not something I personally use for my channel. I do research a
Mhm.
little bit different, um, but it's something I recommend for people I work with because obviously, if you haven't been doing YouTube for a long time, then having that type of tool can help you a lot.
Mm. Is it okay to take a break from YouTube because of, sometimes you feel overwhelmed? I get that too. Have you had to take a break?
I have, and it actually hurt my channel because some platforms probably won't tell you up front, but the truth is, the moment you take a break, sometimes they'll take a break on you, meaning that if you're not putting out content, then they're not going to push out your
Mm.
content. So when I took a break from YouTube,
Mm.
it wasn't like I took a few months off. I actually took an entire year off. And that really hurt my channel because, for
Mm.
one, I didn't let my subscribers know that I was going to take a break. And the other thing
Mm.
is I didn't think about repurposing content that was already there because I still could have pushed out videos
Mm.
without creating something new, and I could have did it
Mm.
before the break so I could have like a year worth of content. So it's like you just got to be
Mm.
mindful of that. If you're not consistent, then nobody's going to see your content and then you're not going to grow.
Exactly. Look, sometimes I take a week off when I hit a milestone. I say to my audience, I just got to take 1 week break because,
Yeah,
mental health as well. I mean, your mental
absolutely.
health is more important than YouTube and than anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
given that, the last 2 years in COVID lockdown, spending so much time online, I just have to get out in nature and, just forget about it. Because actually, when I started on YouTube, I used to compare myself with numbers, and I found if I was dwelling on numbers and subscribers, it was just giving me depression. So now I don't
Hmm.
anymore, and
Yeah,
I
I
really feel
experienced
better.
the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's mental health is super, super important. That's like priority for me. But I think it's different
Mm.
for every person because some of us, this is like our full time job. And luckily, it's not my
Hmm.
only stream of income, because if it was, I'll be screwed, right? So taking a break, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. But that's why I always tell
Mm,
people, if you are on social media and that's your main stream of income, you definitely want to create multiple streams so that you don't have to rely on a platform to pay you out to pay your mortgage or your rent.
exactly. And that's exactly true. That's why I say to my creators, you can find me on Rumble, Ultreon, and Odysee as well. And at least those two you can monetize straight away.
Yeah. So with Rumble, what is the requirement for getting monetized, or what is the process? How are they monetizing? Because with YouTube, one of their main focus is AdSense, ads on videos. What is Rumble process?
A- AdSense, but there's no requirements. They give creators a go like
Ah,
myself straight away. And why not? And at least with the other two I mentioned, I think they're monetizing with Bitcoin, and you've got to open up to opportunities. I've tried to get on to Vimeo as well, but maybe they can reach out to me
got you.
one
Okay.
day.
Yeah, I'll look
Yeah.
into that.
I'll send you a link to Rumble and those other two after the show, and you can, yeah, let me know any feedback. Also, there is another social media I use called Webtalk, where you can monetize straight away. They pay you with the ad revenue. I'll send you that too. It's very good for content creators.
Yeah, I'm always open to looking into different platforms. And
Hmm.
I think there's so many great platforms out there, but my personal opinion, I don't think anything is topping YouTube. However, I do think there's other great social medias out there.
Hmm. Exactly. You know, it's a changing world where sometimes you feel like your voice isn't being heard, Brittany. I've got this on Instagram and Facebook. Have you ever had that, or were you able to get noticed straight away?
You talking about in regards to like growing and getting seen
Yeah,
by more people?
yeah.
Um, I do know on certain platforms it was kind of hard for me, but one thing when I first started as a creator, I just always been consistent, so growing didn't really take too long. And also, I kind
Hmm.
of cracked the code early on because I've been doing this for so long. But I
Hmm.
have seen that situation happen for other people. But it's a learning
Mm.
process.
It's happened to me, but I won't give up.
Yeah, do not.
I won't. I will always stand up to these tech companies, Brittany, and tell people as it is.
Yeah,
'Cause yeah, they're so like I know I'm getting into the whole coding, but someone in the back end can easily just put a piece of code in and then make you either get noticed or forgotten about. That's how easy it is.
that is possible. Yep.
I know YouTube. Politically, they did get involved in politics as well. Have you noticed that on YouTube?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of different things, and sometimes YouTube have these events where we have these type of conversations, and they're obviously seeing like what creators are saying, and we have like these
Mm,
roundtable discussions. But I
hmm.
do believe if we keep speaking up about the things that we think are not okay, then
Hmm.
changes will be made. And I think out of all platforms, YouTube moves a lot quicker when it comes to making sure that the creators are happy. I mean, I wish other platforms kind of
Mm,
took note on those things, because there's a lot of
hmm.
things people have said on YouTube, like even in regards to politics and things that were still on the platform that was against their guidelines. And YouTube is like,
Mm,
wow, like, okay, like we effed up, let's fix it. So that is something that I like that they do, is taking accountability.
exactly, and they need to. Otherwise, people are
Yes,
not going to be happy. I wanted to
exactly.
ask, you've heard of PewDiePie and KSI, those
Yes.
creators, have you?
Hmm.
Now I watched their channel, Brittany. I thought their stuff was crap. I
Okay, I
wasn't
agree.
entertained. My
I think everything is not for everyone, and I honestly do not. It was for me.
and Logan Paul as well is the and Jake Paul. They upload crap, and they got like 18 million YouTube subscribers. And is there a reason why they get so many subscribers to watch crap?
Well, this is
In
a
your opinion?
thing. Their audience is different than a lot of ours, right? Like for
Oh,
they have a lot of little kids that watch their channels. And my little
mm,
brother actually like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Like I remember him watching it on TV and he was just like, look at these guys. They have a lot of subscribers. I'm like, okay, I don't care. He's like, you need to get like them.
mm,
And I'm looking at their video and I see them burning things on fire, putting things on fire, jumping off of roofs. And I'm like, this is crazy. But little kids, like my little brother, like that stuff.
mm, mm. Ah, got you. So there's a marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, no, I literally didn't know that because I always look for talent. I've seen YouTubers doing all these binge eating challenges as well. They get like the creator award. Do you have the creator award?
Uh, for YouTube, which creator reward are you talking about?
The million, the plaque that they give you
I
when you
have the
reach the million.
100,000 award. So it's a right now they updated the award for that, and it's a silver plaque if you reach 100K.
That's so cool. That's what I'm aiming for
Yes.
one day,
Yeah,
one
absolutely.
step at a
Just
time.
put yeah, just make just have milestones for yourself. So one of my biggest
Mm,
milestone was reaching 10K because at
mm-hmm,
10,000 you get access to all these events. And so I worked
mm,
really hard to get there, and then I found out they were giving awards for people who reach like 100K and a million. So then I worked really hard to get to 100,000, and then I would
mm,
love to get to a million, which is like the bigger play button. And then at 10 million you get
mm-hmm,
a diamond button, and then
mm-hmm,
at 15 million you get something else.
mm-hmm. Yeah, one step at a time. My next milestone will be the 1,000 subscribers and the 1,000 hours watch time. I've already hit 400 uploads, so that's an achievement in 2 years. So I've really pushed it, and still doing the podcast as well. Um, yeah, just enjoying the process. Had a lot of setbacks, but I will overcome those setbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Just get time.
exactly. And using TubeBuddy at the moment. And it's nice and simple for me to use. I was doing my keyword research yesterday and optimizing my videos.
That's awesome. That's awesome. As long as
Yeah,
you're learning through the process, then that's what's going to make you a better creator.
exactly. And Brittany, this was an awesome show with you on wisdom. I'd love to have you on the podcast again when you do. It was
Yeah.
great that you came on today. Before we wrap up, can anyone find you on social media or your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so I do have several YouTube channels, but most of them are faceless and I don't tell people about them. So they're
Hmm.
anonymous. But the one that you can find my face on is called Dr. Fashion. And then I have another
Hmm.
one called Creator Life. As far as my social medias, if you type in Dr. Fashion or my name, Brittany Dke, as you see it here on Wisdom, you'll be able to find me on all social platforms.
Hmm. And is there any YouTube events coming up that people want to know about?
We do have a virtual event that just passed, but I do have
Hmm.
access to the replay. So, Stephen, feel free to message me and I'll send you a link. The replay should be
Hmm.
up still, and it talks about YouTube shorts and some strategies. And then, lastly, we do have some in person events happening this week. I have an event tomorrow and a few events with YouTube on Friday. So, I'll keep you guys updated.
Awesome. I look forward to any YouTube events coming out to Australia in the future.
Yes.
Once this COVID pandemic settles down, it would be good to collaborate with more content creators like yourself, Brittany. Brittany, you're the best, and you're
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, feel free to be on the show again, and I'll definitely be listening to your wisdom.
Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
I will, Brittany. Bye. All right, that was Brittany. That was awesome. Yeah, go and check out Brittany's YouTube channel, guys, because Brittany's got a lot to help people and a lot to offer in this industry as well. It was an amazing show today. Don't forget, if you're looking for keyword research, TubeBuddy is what I recommend. That's what I use. It's very good to grow your channel as well. I'm going to wrap up the show right there. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show and turn on your notifications. New podcasts are available every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shields Productions. I publish videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time as well. I know it'll be a day behind for you in the US. Um, yeah, also comment on any of the on any of the videos. I've got the community page on my channel, so you can stay up to date with my posts. You can follow me on Webtalk, Gab Social, Getter, uh, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can follow me here on Wisdom as well, where I do the podcast. If you'd like to be a guest on the show when I go live, just feel free to stop by and say hi, even if it's just a quick hi. Guys, take care, everyone. Bye for now.